Hello, I've created a video to help you understand how the Think Central ISE programs work for homework assignments and online assignments. First thing you want to do is obviously you want to go into Clever and you want to click on your Think Central account. And once you're in your Think Central account, it will look like what you see here on the screen. You will click your things to do, and you will see that I have two assignments in my things to do list. So I'm going to click on this assignment and it shows that I have not started this assignment. So I'm going to click again so that I can start this assignment. Once the program is loaded, I am going to wait and listen to the entire speech that is given to me. And I'm not going to click on anything until it is highlighted and tells me that I can click. If I choose to not listen and I go right to hitting start or right to hitting my arrow, it will show that I have not completed part of the program. So I need to take my time, listen, allow the speech parts to be heard, and then when they're highlighted, I can click to the next portion. So now that it's highlighted, I can click start. Again, I'm going to listen. And now I notice that the mountain gets illuminated. So it's highlighted the mountain. So now I know that I'm able to click on it. You really have to be careful because there are times where the speech pauses, but that doesn't mean that you can click the next button. You have to wait to hear what it's asking you to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click the mountain as it's highlighted and it's asking me to do so. All right, now that it's all done and something has been highlighted, then I can click. I know that it's really tempting to want to hit that next arrow and not listen to the story problem or what's being said. But if you do that, it will mark your problem and your program for the lesson as in progress. It will not ever show that it's completed if you do that. Again, I need to listen completely. Okay. Nothing is highlighted, so I am waiting. Now I see the highlighting to unlock my problem. So now I can click on it. Notice I'm not clicking on any arrows even though they're there. I click where the program highlights and where it tells me to click. Okay, so now the counters box is highlighted. So I can click on the counter box, okay, but I can't click until it's highlighted. Again, if I were to choose just to hit the next arrow at the bottom, it would count this as incomplete and I would not receive credit. My assignment would continue to show in progress. Now I can put in my answer. Again, it's highlighted so I can click. If I chose to skip any part of this and use that orange arrow, it would show that my assignment was never complete. It would be in progress the entire time. Now my arrow is highlighted, so now I can click to my next screen. Again, very tempting to want to skip this, but you cannot skip these parts. If you choose to skip any of this, the project, the assignment will not be complete and it will say in progress instead of completed. Each tutorial must be completed in full. And I can count 2, 4, 6, 8. And if I click here, I see that I am correct. Again, it's highlighted so I can click. If I choose to skip any of this, my assignment will always show in progress. Okay, now I can click the orange button and go to the next screen. Again, I need to listen to the entire problem. So I can physically move these to make them go where I want them to go. Okay, and if I'm all done, I can go ahead and pick my answer, 15 divided by 3. Well, I know 5 times 3 is 15, so I really don't even need my counters, and I'm going to put 5 there. And then you have to check your answer. Again, if you don't check your answer, it will show in progress and your assignment will never be completed. Again, I cannot skip. I have to make sure I do the work. So I click in the box, I see a cursor, so that means I can put my answer. And again, I must click check or it will never show this is being completed. All right, now I have my arrow highlighted, so I can click next. Okay, a personal math trainer, remember, you click the whistle. So I'm going to click on my whistle. Okay, I'm going to read the problem on my own, but if I have trouble and I don't understand it, remember, I can do the view example or I can do the step by step. If I choose to view the example and the step-by-step, I have to, again, let the entire program run through its view example or step-by-step. I cannot just click out of it and leave it, or it will show that I have not completed that assignment, that part of the assignment. So please, if you're using the view example and the step-by-step, you need to make sure you listen to them in full before you move on. Okay, I'm choosing not to listen to it. Okay, my problem says Kevin bought a box of puppy chips for his dog. If he gives his dog 3 treats each day, how many days will one box of treats last? So I'm going to look at the puppy sticks. And if I look at the puppy sticks, I see that there's 24. And he's giving 3 a day. So that's 3 groups, okay, 3 groups. And if I do 24 divided by 3, that would give me 8 because 8 times 3 is 24. I see the blinking cursor. I can put my answer in there. And now I have to check. I'm not going to go to next. I do check answer. And it says that I have it correct. I can then go to next. I know that number 1 has been logged because number 1 has turned green if you look at the very top, and it has a check mark there. So I'm going to go to the next one. Ben has 40 apples. He puts 5 apples in each basket. So how many baskets of apples does Ben have? Again, if I choose to do the view example or step by step, I need to listen to those completely and do those completely before I can move on. Okay? If I do choose to use them and I don't complete them, it will never mark my assignment as complete. So I'm going to go ahead and solve this. 40 divided by 5 is 8 because I know 8 times 5 is 40. So my blinking cursor allows me to put my answer, and I check my answer. And I'm going to go ahead. I know I'm done, and I'm going to turn it in. It says that I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and click my next arrow that is blinking. Okay, remember to do personal math trainer. I click on the whistle. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and work through each one of these. 6 divided by 2, well, I know that is 3. Okay, so I'm going to put it in. I'm going to check my answer. And then I'm going to go to the next problem. I know number 1 is done because once again, it's turned green and I have an arrow. Okay, so this one wants me to do the opposite, and I have to figure out what number am I starting with. Okay, my dividend, they give me my divisor, and then I need to figure out my quotient. So I'm going to go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I have 6 of them, and 9 times 6 I know is 54, and they divided into 6 groups, and I know I have 9 in each group. So I'm going to check my answer. Got it right. Once that's done, I'm going to go to next. I know number 2 is completed because it's green and it has a check mark. Okay, same thing here. I need to figure out my dividend. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'm going to put a 12 in here. They're in 6 groups, and I know 6 times 2 is 12. So 12 divided by 6 would be 2. Again, check my answer and then click next. You need to wait and not click those buttons so quickly. You need to let the program work so it can make sure that it registers those answers. Okay, another one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 5 groups. 10 divided by 5 is 2 because 5 times 2 is 10. Check my answer, and then I can click my next. Again, take your time not to press too many buttons at the same time. Okay, 10 divided by 2 is 5. I'm going to check my answer. Once that goes away, I can click next. Use division to help you solve. There are 16 matching socks. How many pairs? Well, we've talked a lot about the word pairs means 2. So 16 divided by 2 would be 8 because 2 times 8 is 16. Check my answer. Once that clears, I can go to my next question. Okay, Kevin has puppy chips again, and we know there's 45 puppy chips because I see that right here. Okay, he gives 5 treats every day. So that would be 45 divided by 5, and I know that answer is 9 because 9 times 5 is 45. Check my answer. Wait for that to go away. Next answer. 48 apples into 6 baskets. Well, 48 divided by 6 must be 8 because 8 times 6 is 48. Check my answer, wait for that to go away, and click next. Ed has 6 bags of treats. He buys 18 treats in all. So how many does he have? Meaning how many is going to go inside each of these? Well, 18 divided by 6 is 3 because 6 times 3 is 18. Check my answer, click next. And 12 divided by 2, I know is 6 because 6 times 2 is 12. Check my answer and next. I have more. Ilya flies a total of 32 and stops every 8 miles. So 32 divided by 8 is 4 because 8 times 4 is 32. And check my answer. Okay, it looks like I'm done. That's my last one. So I'm going to turn it in. And I'm going to go to my next screen. And again, very easily to click out of that, but you have to listen to the whole thing. I have to listen to the music at the end, and I have to wait until the entire program is finished. And I am all done. So now if I go back and close out, I can see that I have completed my entire assignment and it is marked completed. Hopefully this will help you understand how it's really important to take your time to not skip, not interrupt any of the music or any of the videos that are playing, and to make sure that you're pressing where it asks you to press, not always the arrow, in terms of where it's highlighted. And this will make it easier for you to get credit for your work.